Ain't trying to find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Cause baby hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication.
Whatever happens, we could blame it on the alcohol. Slip off the panties, no grannies, then I take off your bra. I pop the top of myself, so then chase a what he shot. I got my party favors, never worried about what you got. This is tactical, getting faded, it's magical. Sit back, relax, I'm spitting actual factuals, baby. Alright, see, I admit it, had a feeling. If I came at you the wrong way, that you wasn't gonna be
Trying
ready to
to
listen.
find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Hey baby, hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication. Ain't trying to find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Hey baby, hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication.
What's the deal? Keep it real. Welcome back to the Flavor Lounge where we kick nothing but them actual factuals. You feel me? On tonight's episode, I got a very special guest. This is my man's 50 grand, my brother from another. You hear me? Now I could keep going on and on and on and on about everything that this man has done musically, creatively, not just for himself, but for others, including myself. But my words wouldn't even nearly scratch the surface. Ain't no funny night. You feel me? So without further ado, I introduce y'all to Dino Date.
What's the motherfucking deal?
Yeah.
What's going on with you? How you doing?
Man, talk to me, man. Let the people know who you be. You feel
Man, Dino Date, formerly Dino Supremo, 661 representative.
All right.
10th Street Energy, forever. Like 11 mixtapes. Recorded a lot of shit. I done recorded a lot of other people's stuff as far as engineering. You, New Era, a lot of different people like that. Just all around creative, ultimately. That's what I would say. And I'm out here.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
He not lying, y'all. These is actual factuals right now. Dead ass. You feel me? So, what do you got rolling right now musically? Like, what are you doing?
I'm putting out an EP very, very, very soon. It might be out by the time this episode comes out. Who knows?
Right.
I'm putting out
Take
yeah, definitely. You know how that go. Putting out the Dino Date, well, the Date EP, all streaming platforms. Creating dance music or like house music at this point. I'm rapping over like different house energies and stuff like that. And
Like
that's just
bars over techno.
basically, yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
That's what I like to call it.
Yeah, I guess bars over techno.
Yeah.
And I've been in that world for a couple of years now, but I'm just finally at that point where I'm really ready to kind of put my best foot forward and start putting music out and like doing shit like that in that world. So that's where I'm at. And this is like the first time like that I've actually kind of went forward with it, like as far as like putting together like a complete project, even though it's only like a couple of songs, it's still something complete.
So more
like in that,
like you said, an EP.
yeah, exactly, in that world. So yeah, that's what I've been on.
What you thinking, like 7 to 10 tracks?
Shorter than that.
Shorter, like 46?
Like 45. Yeah, 46.
Okay, get your feet wet.
Yeah, kind of get my feet wet a little bit. Yeah, like if the people are open, like super receptive to it, you know what I mean? I'll continue to go. Like regardless, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
I'm about to say, like,
but at the end of the day, like I just
care.
hope I'm looking to like I guess I'm looking to tap into a broader audience.
Right.
Like more people, like more fans. Like I mean, like you look at like the Calvin Harrises of the world. Like nobody even cares what he looks like.
Right.
But everybody knows his name. He makes amazing music.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I kind of want to fall into that world where I can kind of just be who I am, kind of do me, but make music for the world. You know?
I could definitely dig it. I got my shovel for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, I could dig it, man.
Yeah.
So like with growth and age, of course. Like, what could you really say that's really hitting differently with your music from back then to now? Like, what's really hitting different? And what inspired that?
You know, honestly, it's just life. Life inspired it. I like, you know, coming up, you young, you rapping like 18, 19. I was just, I'm gassing. I'm living in a fantasy world. I'm rapping about whatever I feel like I know that I could do or that I want to do. But at this point, I'm kind of just talking about like my real life and like past experiences and shit like that. And that can only really come with living and with growth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's where I am ultimately. I'm honestly honest in my bars and in my music.
So you pretty much really found yourself musically in life. Like,
Absolutely, definitely. Like I know where I'm at. I know exactly who I am. Nobody that I love got a problem with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so
that's
like,
really all that matters.
right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's only on me to, you know what I mean, captivate the hearts of the masses and
right.
get shit going musically for Dino,
Okay, for sure, for Dino, because that's what it's really all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
You're the creator of this, so
absolutely.
why fucking not? Okay, for sure. So like who would you say gender wise influenced you musically, male or female? Like,
Well, like, who influenced me more?
yeah.
I would give it to the ladies. Honestly, I mean, like, well, see, for me, like, I mean, I came up like, for me, it was like Foxy Brown and Lil Kim. You know what I mean? But like, even before that, like, I've gone through different like worlds and like phases in my life. But like, when I was like 14, 15 years old, I was like a Queen Latifah, Moni Love, and Yo-Yo, like stan, you know what I mean? So it's like for me, like when it came to like their albums and like the shit that they were talking about, just like not on singles, but like on deep solo cuts, like I'm like, yo, like I hear this, I feel this, you know what I mean? And like, granted, like I'm a gay black man, but like I felt like the black woman's voice and like their message and the shit that they were talking about, whether it's raunchy or not or anything else, it just captivated my mental and just spoke to me more and inspired me to where I could not necessarily talk like them, but I can find that confidence that they found in the world, in a world full of people that may not necessarily be like them.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. So like, it could have been a male talking about what they was talking about, but niggas wasn't even talking about.
Yeah, like and our come up, you know what I mean? We didn't really have that by any means. So like,
some gangster shit, guns, violence,
right? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like honestly, like I was like 16. Drake was like really like one of the first ones where I was just like, okay, I'm laser focused. Like you ain't out here pretending to be on no gangster shit. You ain't out here talking about guns and woo woo. Even though I like that kind of talk, I know that that's not what I was out here doing. You know what I mean? In my teenage years.
You really couldn't relate.
Exactly.
What Queen Latifah and Yo-Yo and then was talking about.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I hear you and I dig it. Like, and y'all could just be talking fly shit, but like the patterns and like the flow switches. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like great. It's like amazing shit. So yeah, I would say the females more. But shout out to my niggas though. You already know. Like it ain't even like that.
Say like, cause you know I've done music with you, like you didn't really get in the booth, like really gassing, like, and I would hear nigga inspirations, like
yeah. I mean, like, and I've been inspired I've been inspired by everybody from like. Obviously, like the Foxy Browns, the Lil Kims, to like the fucking the Prodigy of Mobb Deep, the Grand Poobahs, you know what I mean? Like the Missy Elliott, the Magoo from Timbaland and Magoo, you know what I mean?
Hey,
like
for those of y'all who don't know who Grand Poobah is, Google
Grand Poobah. I just want everybody to know that Grand Poobah and Big Daddy Kane are my two favorite rappers of all time, dead or alive. It's those two right there, 100% for real. But yeah, so
okay, for sure. So it's crazy because like you do music, you engineer. Like, have you ever thought about just like putting music to the side and just focusing on engineering? Because you know you've done both of my mixtapes, so like nobody else touched my music besides you.
And I appreciate that. I really thank you for like giving me that, you know what I mean, that free range and like that freedom to really just kind of create with you and alongside you. But for me. This is the thing with Dino.
Okay.
I can't just engineer everybody. If I don't like what you're doing, and if I don't like who you are and where you've been musically, I'm not fucking interested.
I just knew you was
and like no, and it's not even me being shady or nothing. You know what I mean? Like obviously, like you wouldn't go to somebody like a Meek Mill or somebody. And be like, yo, I need a feature, and then your record is just crazy trash.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously, like everybody needs an engineer, but I mean, if you're like musically, if I don't find myself becoming a personal fan of what it is that you do, it's hard for me to work with you in that way. So I never like, I have thought about it, but I don't think I would ever just like try to go straight engineer behind the scenes route. No.
So you just want to continue to be a multi-talented artist and just okay.
And then when I meet people that are fucking amazing and I want to record with them and work with them and take their music to the next level, I'm obviously super open.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Yeah, obviously. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would still want you to still do music. I always want to ask you that.
Yeah, and for me, like, I find myself having like a great time behind the scenes and doing that kind of thing. But at the same time, like there's nothing like recording a record,
Yeah,
like
you want to hop in the booth and smack.
recording your own record, like, and especially when you haven't recorded in a minute. Like I
Right.
find myself in that world a lot. And then when you hear, and then you working, you mixing them vocals and getting everything right, and then you hear it back, it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like a breath of fresh air. Like for me, like personally, like I am my own personal #1 fan.
Right, of course.
And like, so like I be listening to my own shit. Like once I get past the critical listens, like making sure that all of the mixes and everything are good. Now I'm just enjoying the record.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Hey man, I can dig it.
It's that
Hey,
kind of
look,
thing.
Check it out, man. You already know where y'all at. Y'all in the Flavor Lounge where we kicking nothing but them actual factuals. We'll be right back to holla at you. I'm about to go wash some dishes. You hear me?
Heard.
When you wanna keep it real, hit me up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy. When you wanna keep it real, hit me up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy. When you wanna keep it real, hit me up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy. When you wanna keep it real, hit me up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy, up, boy.
See, you wanna play the sandlot child like one strike slide, 1-2 mic ride. I ignore at the 5 o'clock strike show lives, read it all, homie, no reply. See, you blew it like the weather, new boots like Jessica. Hit the fire squad, Dante, hot stepper, we electric, we the infamous. One stop mob, roll deep in this. Did it all first like the prefix. Teach your moves, I'm the tool, to maneuver all the rule, cause I'm used to gun bars, I'll prove move positive. Exercise.
What's the deal, man? Welcome back to the Flavor Lounge where we kick nothing but them actual factuals. Dino, man, how you feeling, man?
I'm chilling.
Yeah?
Chilling.
Let's talk about that track that they just heard, man.
Fly, right?
I'm trying to told you.
When I told you niggas, like, it's what you say, bars over techno?
Bars over techno.
This is what it is. That was Name Necklaces and Golden France.
Mm-hmm.
I got
That's
my
on your fourth EP, yeah?
coming forthcoming EP, the
Okay.
Data EP. Yes, I got my Golden France in, but I don't got my name necklace on, so don't judge
It's
me.
all good. Don't worry
But,
about it. You ain't on trial.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
We ain't
But
gonna judge
yeah,
you.
no, that's what that is, and that's just like a taste of what the sound is that you're gonna get. I already do have a single out, favorite song, on like all the streaming platforms, which will be on the EP as well because
Okay.
it's such a dope record and it just coincides with the
course.
sound and stuff. But yeah, that's what I'm on.
Okay.
That's what I'm on.
I can dig it. I got my shovel, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
So let's get into this vinyl collection, man. What's up, man?
Okay.
You know, I try to do my shit. You know, you inspired me, man. You know, to get the vinyls on the walls and all that. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
what's in here, man? What you got for us?
All right, so what's in Dino's case right now? All right,
Give me top 5 right here. What you got?
top 5. All right,
five.
ain't gonna be the easiest, but I'm gonna do my best with the top 5.
I know pressure buzz pipes, bro. Go ahead.
So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start with this.
all right.
This is Infamous by Mobb Deep. Anybody that knows me and knows who I am as far as like musically, Prodigy is one of my favorite lyricists of all time. Havoc, one of the coldest producers. This album, it's not their debut album, but this is probably like the most essential Mobb Deep album on the planet. And for me as a writer, just listening to the different just different flows and like the different like lyrical schemes and shit that he would come up with. Prodigy
Right.
for me anyway.
Right.
Just
Yeah, Prodigy's-
fucking amazing.
yeah, that nigga's
yeah.
dope.
Fucking cold, nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? This right here,
Let me see.
this is
Yeah.
one of the greatest albums of all time to me.
Yeah.
This is a Yellow album
That Dom.
by Dom Kennedy. Like, even if you Google this vinyl, you cannot find this vinyl. He put it out right when the mixtape came out. I found it in a record store in LA, and I've held this vinyl near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Dom Kennedy, one of, like, the greatest storytellers in West Coast rap as far as our generation, I would
Okay,
say.
I'm about to say, because you know,
I said as far as our
I was about to
generation.
have shit to say, like, that is
Okay.
wicked.
All right, let me
Yeah.
see what else I got.
That off for sure. Go ahead, bring it out. I know you want to do it.
No, I'm gonna do that next.
I synced it already.
I obviously, like, from the first conversation, you know, female rap means the world to me. This is not my favorite Lil' Kim album, but this is one of my favorite Lil' Kim albums. This is the Notorious K.I.M. First time I heard this fucking album, I was like 10 years old.
Right.
And it fucked my mind up. I was like, yo, like, bitches are rapping like this?
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy. You know what I mean?
Getting shit off.
But this album is very, very near and dear to my heart, as well as her other albums. But Notorious K.I.M. is definitely one of those ones.
So that's number 3.
My favorite rapper ever.
Go ahead.
My favorite rapper ever. He knows this because obviously we're fucking cool like that. But like, I just want y'all to know that I said Grand Poobah and Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, that's cool. But this nigga right here, the game for me,
West Coast shit,
on some West Coast shit, like for me, honestly, like you have to realize, like I'm born in '89 as well as Sauce, and for a really, really long time, the West Coast didn't run a motherfucking thing.
Not at all.
And when Game came, when we were in our sophomore year in high school, it was a resurgence of the West Coast. And a lot of people can say whatever the fuck they want. They can say he says 365 names on an album. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for this man, the Game, it would be no Kendrick where he is in a sense, and there would be no Nipsey in a sense, and Problem, and you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm always gonna salute Game, and shout out to Problem also because that's one of my other favorite rappers, and you know that too.
Let's take a sip to that.
Let's take a sip to that. We're going to start this next segment, the final segment, off. We're going to do some rapid fire questions.
Yes, sir.
Saucy has prepared like an elaborate and thought-provoking couple of this or that's and like top whatevers for me. And I'm really excited to see where this is about to go. And I did the exact same thing for him. Mentally, I might not remember everything, but it's about to be entertaining as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk to me, goddammit.
All right, hey, so tell me who your top 3 female rappers are and your top 3 male rappers are.
Top 3 female rappers, period, and top 3 male rappers, period.
Mm-hmm.
Female, Azealia Banks,
Okay.
Fox and Kim.
I knew that already. That's great.
Azealia, Fox, and Kim. That's easy. Like if you were to talk albums, that would be a different.
That's a different ballgame.
Yeah, but like top three female rappers: Azealia, Fox, and Kim. Absolutely.
Off top.
No questions. That easy.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
And then you wait. Did you say top male?
Yes.
You asked me, okay, top male. Top male rappers all the time. Game.
Mm-hmm. That's your number 1.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know. We just got to speak. Go ahead.
Excuse me. Yeah. No. Fuck you. Game is number 1. Nipsey. And Nas. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 West Coast, 1 East Coast.
1 Queensbridge nigga. Yeah. Game, Nip, and Nas. My top 3. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's for me. When I say that, like I say that when I mean current and like still moving around. Well, you know, Nip, you know, deceased. However, those were who I thought of right in this moment. When you talk all time,
right,
that might take a little bit of time, and I'll probably not even be able to have a top 3.
Right.
It would probably have to be like at least a top 5, top 10, just so that I can show the respect that I want to show, because I've been listening to rap my whole life.
Of course.
Like my mama was a rapper when I was a kid.
Right.
A lot of niggas don't know that, but like
I know that though.
This is what I grew up. You know what I mean? Like I grew up immersed in rap music my whole life. So.
Right now, you feel me? So, Dino, formerly known as Dino Supremo, Dino Spumoni.
Everybody can't call me Dino Spumoni, by the way. You pop up and you say that, I'm gonna fucking look the other way. So
well, I'm doing it.
You allow. You have the license. Everybody don't got the motherfucking license.
I'm doing it.
I know. What's the deal?
Alright, so you're an active member of the LGBTQ community.
Absolutely.
Correct? Yeah. So, what is your take right now on the cancel culture?
My take on cancel culture, I don't feel like everybody needs to be canceled for said opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely feel like certain people need to be educated if they are open to the education that comes with that.
I like that.
For me, like, there's a lot of different artists that have been canceled over opinions and little shit. When I say little shit, I mean little shit, not R. Kelly shit. Because I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I said it and I meant it.
Hey, we on actual factuals. Get that shit off.
However, there are artists that I feel like shouldn't have been canceled for little things, like they just need a little education, a little conversation, or whatever have you. I feel like if you create amazing art, and if you just shut the fuck up and you know that you should shut the fuck up, there will be no cancel culture.
So do you feel like nobody should speak about anybody that's gay?
It ain't even about being gay. I understand that a lot of the world right now looks at the LGBTQIA, as bullies in a sense, and I understand that they look at us as a gang that's ready for war and ready to just push whatever issue and end whatever the fuck is going on. However, that doesn't necessarily always have to be the case. I personally feel like conversations can be had when it comes to the right people.
Right.
Understandings can be met, you know what I mean, on an equal base. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the way that it has been all the time. So ultimately, like, if you ask me to revert back, like, to the question at hand, I definitely don't think that cancel culture is necessary, but I definitely do feel like celebrities, and not only just celebrities, but everybody needs to be held accountable for the shit that they say. Oh, you said this, we canceling you. It's more so like, okay, well, this is how you feel. Wait a minute, maybe you might not know this or this or this, and then when we educate you when it comes to that, and you still feel the way that you want to feel, then you can let your ignorance cancel you on your own.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I definitely did you on that. I got my shovel because, like I said before, like in like scene one, like we grew up around the same. You know what I'm saying? About,
absolutely.
Like, our upbringing was.
And I just
similar.
want to let everybody know, like, this is scene 4 from scene 1. I'm really drunk, so this is what it is. Stop.
So, like, this is just a thing for me, like, because, you know, like, growing up, like, even, I don't even know if, when you was a kid, if you knew you was gay or not, right?
Okay, so this is the thing. I never knew or felt like I was gay, like, coming up for a really, really long time.
Right.
And, like, I was in love with Vivica Fox.
Right, I remember you told me that.
Like, I was in love with Vivica fucking Fox. But it got to a point where I was, like, maybe, like, 12, 13, 14. And I was like, well, shit. Everybody in my life is telling me that I'm fucking gay, from like my dad to like the people that I'm around. Like maybe I do like guys. Yeah. Maybe Bow Wow just might be attractive. You know what I mean? Right. And like I feel like it, like a lot of people, like including like the little boosies of the world and shit like that. A lot of them type of niggas put that shit on media and be like, these kids are seeing this and they gonna end up getting like, no baby, like. We gonna exactly be who the fuck we are, but you might just drive us faster to be that because you're reminding us that we different.
Right. No,
you get what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily feel like that's the case. Like how I feel like it's like, okay, like I said before, like we grew up similar to each other, right? And we could be outside playing basketball or football, and somebody would call a foul. I'd be like, nigga, that's gay as fuck. We was used to that, right?
And see, that's the thing.
I could say that shit today.
I have friends.
And a nigga would
I have
be
friends
like,
that get mad at me when I call things gay that are whack.
And you're gay.
And I am. I'm absolutely gay. But my thing is like, I don't necessarily feel like that's something that I need to work myself out of. I just feel like the world needs to not stop being so sensitive, but understand context.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So like the homie can hug me and be like, oh yeah, I love you. I'm like, nigga, that's gay.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm joking. I'm obviously gay. My friend might not be, but I'm just talking. It's a friendly. It's banter. Ultimately, at the end of the day, and a lot of the times, like my community they don't necessarily want to take banter as banter, and they want to make it something bigger and turn it into other things. Like, for me, real quick, I just want to say this. I did watch the latest Dave Chappelle little stand-up. While I personally didn't have a problem with it personally, I can totally understand why other people would have a fucking feeling towards it. And conversations need to be had. And I feel like conversations need to be had at all times, no matter what, to have understandings, and so that we can have these, you know what I mean, elevations as far as like, because you're not going to sit there and have no conversation with nobody that you don't respect.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I feel like we gotta get more motherfuckers within our community to like, and I'm not even gonna just like necessarily say like to the upper echelons, but to the point where we can have conversations with people that aren't necessarily in our comfort zone. So that we can, exactly. So people that are outside of our comfort zone, so that we can have these like non-closed minded conversations and open things up. Right. I feel like that's the only way that we would really be able to provoke change in a sense. But at the end of the day, that's not necessarily what I'm here for. Mm-hmm. I just want to make music for the masses, whether I'm gay or not, and my listeners are straight or not. I just want to create the content and the music that people can appreciate and respect and love and pinpoint to certain dates and time moments in their life. You get what I'm saying? Hey. Like, I want to be the guy where it's like,
I'm all for
oh, this record came on, this song by Dino Date, I'll never forget. I heard this song the first time I saw my future wife. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want to be able to create those different moments for people, and not only just people of my community, but for everybody. Because at the end of the day, we're all human and we all deal with shit, and we have way more in common than we may realize, because we're always so fucking concerned with other people's bedroom business. And whatever the fuck we got going on, whether it's me or anybody else, that's not nobody else's business. But at the end of the day, we're human. We deal with real motherfucking emotions. We deal with real motherfucking heartaches. We deal with real uplifts, and we deal with real letdowns, just like everybody else does. So, have a conversation with a motherfucker. You never know. You really just might meet your motherfucking new best friend, and you blocking your blessings because you out here on some bullshit. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close the episode. This was episode 2 of motherfucking Actual Factuals with Saucy Sir, the motherfucking king legend himself, and Dino Date. With that being said, Date EP, the end of 2021, before 2022 happens, it'll already be out. Check your iTunes, your Spotify, your Amazon Music, whatever type of nigga you is. You got anything new that you busting?
Yeah.
Ah!
You feel me?
And I love you, Big Duck.
Love you too, man.
Right at.
Ain't trying to find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Hey baby, hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication.
Whatever happens, we could blame it on the alcohol. Slip off the panties, no grannies, then I take off your bra. I pop the top of myself, so then chase up what he shot. I got my party favors, never worried about what you got. This is tactical, get me faded, it's magical. Sit back, relax, I'm spitting actual factuals, baby. Alright, see, I admit it, had a feeling. If I came at you the wrong way, that you wasn't gonna get ready to listen.
Find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Hey baby, hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication. Ain't trying to find love, just want relations. No time for the games, I don't have patience. Hey baby, hit this drink, it's time to get wasted. Whatever happens, blame intoxication.